Hello, friends, and welcome to Shadowfax Games. I am hopping back into Memoriapolis, but as you can see, this time around, I am on the snowy map. I'm excited to give this a try. I understand resources are scarcer, the map is a little more cramped, you have these mountains in the way of everything. So I am curious to see how this will play out. I can definitely see forest is everywhere, but it's also less dense. There aren't these very highly packed groves of forest. I think, depending on how it goes, I may need to invest in replanting trees to keep up with wood production, which is fine. Yeah, so just checking out. Somewhere in here, I should be able to see. Yeah, so if I press 6, I should be able to see my resources. Okay, yep. Just want to check out. So we've got stone, gold, sand, sand on the edges, gold. Okay, sand and clay. I want to have immediate access to stone. There's a little stone right here, but I think, is this stone? That's odd that it's kind of sitting. That's odd that it's kind of sitting not at a mountain, but just kind of in the middle. But yeah, so if I do stone there, that's enough to get started. There's sand and clay nearby. There's forest to cut. Yeah, so if I slide in here, I can expand towards the sand and clay. I can farm. Yeah, so I think this is what I'm doing. Where's the road? Road's that way, so I'll put it in like, yeah, I'll put it in like this. All right, so this is where I'm putting my villa to begin with. All right, boom. And right away, of course, we want to get cutting camps and stone in. So I'm going to start with a small quarry for stone. Yep, so I was correct to that this was stone here. Gonna do this, and I should be able to expand its radius pretty quick. Yeah, so I'll do that. And I'll also want to do a cutting camp, and we'll worry about farming and second quarries in a bit. Yeah. Alright, so there's my first cutting camp, my first stone quarry. I'll quickly want to do 2 more, 1 of each. So I'll just need to wait for my population to grow, because I'm going to need 8. So I don't like how these districts look in the snow. They're kind of blah and colorless, so I hope they improve over the course of the game as they fill out, but we'll see. All right, second quarry. I was hoping not to overlap too much, but I think I'll just, I'll actually build my proximity building out this way, and this will let me build a farm out here too. So here's my surveyor's camp. And checking out my esplanade. Got a long way to go, of course. Building tree is fine. But the big thing right now is to just make sure I've got my resources coming in, because right now I don't have anything. And I want a second cutting camp too. Which means I need 8 more workers, and then I need to build a farm. Yeah, somewhere in here. And we'll expand these radius as we go along, but 1100 wood to start off with isn't bad. And it'll start clearing space to basically expand here. Alright, and then I'm gonna want a farm as soon as I have 6 workers in. There we go. And I can build the farm out on the edge here. Get some food production going. So I can't do anything until I have enough wood and stone to upgrade, but I should be there pretty quick. Like right now. Alright, so my first upgrade basically unlocks everything, and the first thing I'm going to want to do is an architectural office as soon as that builds. My farm is coming in. Alright, so now that that's built, let's get the architectural office. And I'll just slide it in because it does increase attractiveness, so I'll just slide it in here somewhere. That's pretty good. And then I'll want to start getting cultural buildings in. It looks like I found some ruins. Interesting. So what are these? I will need clay to repair them, but it's an education ruin. That's going to cost me 23 workers to repair, so I can actually just go into my building tree and go education and look at the cost. 15, 22, 21, 30, 23. So that's a Ludus Magnus, I think. Yeah, so that's a Ludus Magnus, so no need, so I'll have that repaired pretty quickly. I'll need some clay and stuff as well. Speaking of which, that's kind of what I want to do next, is build quarries for clay and sand. Which means I'll need proximity somewhere in here. Okay, proximity, and let that build, and then let me do 2 quarries. Start harvesting clay. And sand. Stay focused on sand along the shoreline. Alright, now time to think about what I want. So what does repairing this cost? Well, just wood, stone, clay, and some workers, so I can get that done pretty quick. But first off, I want a safety faction in. So I want my arena, and then I also want to get politics going pretty quickly. So arena first at 17 employees. So I did choose the Philosopher Destiny again when I set this up. I just felt like that was a good choice and remains a good choice. I'll put the arena in there. That's boosting safety. Let's boost health as well. Proximity. Do I want to invest the plans into that? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, this only has one field. Let's see. Kind of want to go to the full 8. Make sure I have plenty of food production to work with. It does use a few more workers, and land, but no sense holding them back. Alright, we've got a faction wanting to come in. Yes, you can come in. What's this warning? Food stock's low. I'm fixing that right away. Yep, so we've already outpaced our production. Alright, so I need my politics. So I need my forum in pretty quick. So I need 21 employees for this. So I'm gonna sneak them in around the architectural office. Okay, so this is boosting esteem. Let's also boost creativity. My health and safety are doing okay. My others could be doing better. And we've got a festival going on, or what's it called? The carnival. Hopefully that spreads. But carnivals actually increase the growth rate. Alright, so I can actually improve this again. And that means the next thing I want to focus in is upgrading this. So I'm just going to need to go in and unlock level 2. I need 30 people to upgrade this to level 2. Plus 250 wood, 250 stone. Alright. So, we're doing pretty good here. Everything seems to be developing pretty well. I'm also going to need to start producing cut stones. Right, 250, we're nearly there on, there we go. Alright, this is good to improve. Yep, and then so I think the next thing I want is to repair this, so I'll just need more wood and stone. How am I doing on my Esplanade? We're ahead on everything. We just need another faction in, one more cultural building, and this should take care of that. Get those satisfactions going. So I think this will be my next one. I just need enough wood and stone. $202 wood. It looks like another political building has been unlocked. I want to be able to get, as soon as possible, or no, safety building. The Presidium has been unlocked. As soon as possible, I want these service buildings out, so I need to focus on trade and the crafters faction. I'll accept the political faction in. So that's 2 factions in. Right, so this is going to boost creativity. Let's boost belonging as well. We're really low on that. And then I want to get a trade faction in. Right. Where do I want to slide this in? Like right here? Right, so that's going to boost health. And I think I also want to boost belonging again. So what did this? This did wind up being the Ludus Magnus, so I don't need to unlock that. Alright. I do want to get beams and cut stones going. So I need to think about where I'm going to put in my crafters buildings. Probably over here would be good. So, but first let me finish on make sure I'm hitting everything on my Esplanada. Yes, we are there. So, I think what I want to do is get my ceramic workshop in, so I have each of the factions I need to unlock service buildings in. Just need some more wood. Perfect. Yeah, I'll throw it in over here. Okay, so that's boosting health. Looks like we need to keep boosting belonging. Or esteem, it's kind of a 50-50 right now. It's this one. That was the Presidium. Alright. Alright. Yep, so right away, I'm gonna stop that fire. That's why I want my safety faction in first, and hopefully no other incidents happen until I get my next one. How are we doing on food? We're producing 48, and our consumption is 35, so maybe time to consider upgrading. What's this one? Monumentum. I think that's going to be my first service building. Yep, so let's buy that plan. And then let's think about... I'm going to go in proximity. Let's buy that plan. Proximity to level 2. And let's improve my oh, I need cut beams for this. I was kind of wanting to wait until I got my proximity buildings upgraded before I built a third one, but I'm just going to build out this direction. So over here is going to be my manufactured goods. So now I want to go in and unlock stonemason and carpentry. So just to check, these convert 21 stone every 6 cycles. A quarry produces 3 stone every cycle, which means over 6 cycles it produces 18. So this takes just a little more than what one quarry produces. Yeah, so just something to keep in mind. And I think it's going to be the same ratios for the woodcutter and the is that a carpentry or a stonemason? That was a stonemason. So let's get a carpentry in, start producing wooden beams, and then we can think about upgrading our production buildings. More ruins discovered. Alright, so this is a prayer ruin. It's going to cost me 122 workers to do it. So let's religious faction 19. So it's going to be a templum. So I'll get to that definitely. I do want to go in and increase my farm production. Okay, we're definitely hitting everything in our Esplanade. So right now I just need to focus on production. So as I said, I need to upgrade my farms. So let's get our farm upgraded. Because right now we're making 48 and using 37, so it is time to go to the next level. I just need wood. And stone. It may be time to put in another woodcutter or just upgrade my woodcutters, especially now that I'm stealing from both of them. There's the warning about the Esplanade. They want to expand. Yes, the hoplites can expand. That is fine by me. Take all the territory you want. Really quickly, I am going to get a third cutting camp going. Maybe over here somewhere. Yeah. Keep cutting away from where my city is growing. I would like to do a third stone quarry, but I think for stone, gonna need to move along elsewhere. There's a little stone down here. There's a good chunk of stone down here. And this would open up woodcutting possibilities as well. New faction moving in, accept them in. Much appreciated. I would still like my politics faction is in, so yep, I should hopefully fairly soon. Ilia, Stachio. Hang on, let's check out. Do I have service buildings? I just have the Minimentum so far. I don't have the Senatus yet. The Senatus is the one I would like. Alright, just to I was going to improve this, but I think first I'm going to improve my surveyor's cabin. And then build off of that to get my stone down here. Because I want to be able to get down here, so where's my proximity? Yeah, so here. And I can do some wood cutting down here as well. Yep, so because I want a decent amount of stone production. That one should last a while. Alright, and then I think we're good to improve to level 2. Well, I've used up my one character hasn't come back yet from stopping the previous one. So I think the only thing I can do is improve safety here to stop this from happening again. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, that was unfortunate. Okay, we should be getting plenty of food in now. Alright, so, how are we doing? We've hit all our Esplanade points. Senatus, let's get both the Senatus and the safety building in. So, accept. Service. Senatus I can do, I'll need to hold off on safety. But yeah, I'll do the Senatus around here somewhere. So this is boosting esteem. Let's boost safety and belonging. So that should unlock politics. What do I need for the Minumentum? Plenty of wood and stone. Yep, so I've got 3 right now and taking basically from 1. But what I can do is I can actually go in and upgrade them. I feel like that'd be a wise idea. What's this? Yes, you can expand. Alright, politics is open. So the very first thing I want to do is do external recruitments. And that's basically all I can do right now because I don't have much money. I need to get trade going pretty quickly as well. I do have my first trade building, but I don't have a faction in yet. Yep, so that's boosting my city growth. Then, did I ever improve this? I did. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Next thing I want to do is... we're still ahead on our Esplanade, so no worries there. I want to improve my production buildings. So let's go to level 2. On cutting camp and quarry. And get those improved. I need stone. We've got a disease outbreak. Once again, I can't really do anything about it because I don't have a safety character right now. So I do need to increase the rate at which those respawn. Yep. Some Improve that. Improve that. Merchants faction, I definitely want them in, because I want their faction in. I want their service building in. Service-wise, what do I need? I need a lot of wood. Okay. I'll keep improving quarries for now. And improve a cutting camp. He wants to promote the decree curfew. Let's look into it. Increase the safety satisfaction. I am okay with that. And I think this will pass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will pass pretty easily. So, because his faction is 100% for it, and they're one of the votes. Yep. All right, just looking at the service building. So no, the next ones are the Horseum and the Meliseum. Yep. So I'll just hold off a second. I do want to build this templum when I have a second. 182 stone. I think I'm gonna actually just focus on getting my production upgraded for the time being. More wood to upgrade that. More ruins discovered. This is crafters that cost 17. So I just want to check out what that might be. That's what I was afraid of. It's the one I've already built, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one. I'll demolish it. That's gonna decrease the trust in my in that faction. It's okay, I'll get it back pretty quickly, as long as I don't do that again too soon. Yeah, I just want to check. Level 2, let's improve this. 2, improve. Level 2. Cutting camp, level 2, level 2, level 2, level 2, quarry, level 2, quarry. Alright, so I'm level 2 on everything. So, service. Ooh. I do have the character to stop that. Alright, so now I just want to wait for 300 wood to build my Monumentum. Yes, they can expand their territory. Please do. What's going on here? There's 65%. Risk of triggering incidents, is that because they just don't trust me? Yeah, that's probably it. So I need to get their trust back up. Okay. It is what it is. Alright, so I have 300, so time to get my service building in. I'm gonna do that over here. Alright, so this is going to boost safety. Let's boost belonging and creativity. How am I doing on my Esplanada? Still ahead of the curve, so still nothing to worry about. Promote decree common good. Do I have money for the common good? Yes, but I'll need to corrupt. Let me corrupt the Heliotes. And submit that. Alright, so what's the no. Yeah, sorry. 20% more gold coins, I'm okay with that. I want to focus on bumping up migration whenever I can. Alright, so that should. This will increase their trust, please accept. Good, their district is back in operating fashion. Thank you. Alright, so nothing like a little bribery. Ramparts, so I can build ramparts now. Let's check in on my building tree. Service buildings, can I get them? Yes, I can get the Horium in, and I do want that so I can keep track of my production. Horium, so I need 375. Also, yeah, let's repair this, get a religious faction in. So, this is boosting belonging, let's boost health. What's going on here? This cutting camp, even at level 2, is already exhausted. Alright, so production, build me a cutting camp. Got one there. Got one there. I want to cut down in this direction. Okay, service building. Let's get my Horium in. I'll set that over here. Yeah, how about right in here? So that's going to boost health. And then let's boost belonging and creativity. Let's upgrade this one to level 2. Okay, now that my Horium is in, I just want to see, yep, so everything except my carpenters and stonemasons are level 2, and I do want to get those upgraded. Before I do that, just let me check in. Yes, I've hit all my next goals. Yep, on everything. So yes, I want to get my stonemason and my carpenter. So just to check what they're doing now, 24 stones every 6 cycles. So compared to 6 wood per cycle. So that's 36. So yeah, at this point they're not even using a full cutting camp or quarry, which is perfect. Is that a faction wanting to move in? Yes, you can come in, please do. And then I think it's just the religious faction that needs to move in. And I did get that templum built. So what was this one? This was the Ludus Magnus. We are not going to close the gates for the hoplites, sorry about that. In fact, we're going to do just the opposite as soon as we have some money for it. We're going to boost migration. I want to I want to improve my surveyor's cabins. Make sure they're all up to level 2. Alright, so that's level 2, that's level 2. What was I waiting on? Sorry, I had to step away a bit. For some reason, something's affecting my allergies, and I need to step away to blow my nose. Yep, so let's improve that. Alright, so what do we need to improve to level 3? We just need 300 gold. So let me check my service buildings. Am I able to start trading yet? Yes. So, service. McCellum, I'll need 168 clay, so let's let things run. Yes, you can expand. Please expand. Alright, we've got another cutting camp to demolish. I'm gonna do it right here. How are we doing here? Still plenty of stone to gather. Yeah, so I do really want to think about increasing my sand and clay production. Service, let's get this in though, before much else. Yeah, let's do it down here. That will destroy some of the trees that cutting camp is harvesting, but I'm okay with that. So this is boosting health. Let's boost esteem and creativity. Hit all our goals, so just time to focus on hitting the next one. Like I said, I do want to focus on getting more clay and sand going. Okay, so on that note, that's upgrading. And that's going to unlock, I think, tiles and bricks for me. So, proximity. Let's do a surveyor's cabin up this way. Is it complete? Ecosterian. Alright, so yeah, so now I can do clay and I can do tiles as well as bricks, but I am going to want to get my clay production up. Gonna throw it in over here. And sand production up. Down here is fine, actually. Yeah. So, like somewhere in here. This also has some rock available, which I'll keep in mind. Yep. New ruins discovered. Where are the new ruins at? Down here. This is a safety for 17 workers. So just to look at that. Oh, hey, yeah, let's, well, I need gold to prime the pump, as it were. So, what do I have a decent amount of that? I could sell 500 stone. We're doing fine on stone. Yep, get more of these going. Yep. So for now, I've got trade going finally. I do want to improve these. Alright, and we've got our first historical event. As usual, I think I'm going to choose to defend the Greek cities. If you've seen my previous ones, basically King of Macedonia wants to invade the Greek cities. I can choose to help him, I can ask for help, or I can choose to defend. I'm going to defend the Greek cities. We're doing fine on food, so I can afford to lose 20 for the next 50 turns. I missed their request. Oh no, that was, they wanted to close the gates. We are never going to close the gates. It's too important to have people... it's too important to have people coming into the city. So how are we doing here? Population satisfied and building points are a little behind. That's okay. New senators. All right, so this one was a military building for 17. I think that's just going to be the arena. Yep. So I am going to. Well, I could demolish it, or I could just keep it, and I can use it to mine blueprints once we get to the next stage, which I think that's what I'm going to do. How are we doing? Still plenty of wood there. Let's check in, make sure I haven't glossed over anything. Nope, I've got everything at level 2. So I think it's time to put in my next chain. I want to unlock brickwork, tilery, and get those going, get bricks and tiles going. We'll come over here. Is this tiles? Yep. Brickwork. So this is where all my main production buildings are going to be. So I do want to think about where am I actually going to expand to? And that's a good question. Once we reach the end of the age, do I just want to hop across the river here? Like maybe down here? That's where my medieval could be, but then where do I want to put my wonders once I've got those coming in? All good questions. Elliot's. You can expand. Hopefully I've gotten your trust back. Right, I still got that trader going. Alright, so they've unlocked the Ludus Magnus. Too bad I've already built it, but that's okay. I guess I could have gone one of the other directions. We'll follow up on that later. Decrease of the sends. Is that something I can do? Increases esteem satisfactions. I think that's perfectly acceptable. We will need to corrupt. Let's corrupt the merchants. Perfect. Right. I want to go in and I want to get to level 2 here. This, population satisfied. Do I have all 4 of my service buildings in? I do indeed. I'm sure I've built all of those, yes. So what's the next thing I need to worry about? Population satisfied, so I think I need to just keep trading and get more. Yeah, so if we can sell 108 per wood, 107, yeah, if I can sell like 500 stone. Let's make it 700. Too much. 650. Yep, that'll do. I'll buy in some stone. And then I'll unlock another trade route. And then let's get politics. Let's keep pushing external recruitments to keep the city growing. There was an assault. That's no good, but I think we're doing good otherwise. So I'm just going to keep this ruin for archaeological purposes. Let's improve that. All right. So what do I need? I need to boost satisfaction, which means what factions are doing really well? Hiliots and Hoplites. So I could keep pushing religious faction. So if I go into here, yeah, so let's get, I've got a template built from ruins. Let's get the AS Capellium in. Let's stick it in this way. I know that's going to cut down trees and I'll have to move that cutting camp. That's okay. I want to get these cutting camps moved out as quickly as possible. Anyways, I just wanted to harvest what trees I can before I expand. Let's boost safety. Let's keep everything going. Got a bunch of things over here. They refused my external recruitments. Okay, well, I hope we'll be fine anyways. I need 1,800 and a certain amount of bricks and tiles. Did I actually upgrade these? I did. All right. So we're doing fine that way. Yes, they can come in. Please do, as always. So that's my last faction. How am I doing now? Population satisfied is right on the line, so I think I just need to keep investing in more cultural buildings. $34, $38, power-wise. Well, they'll have the least power. Let's boost education. Let's get another education in. Cultural. Goge Center, somewhere in here. Connect up these different districts. Alright, so then we're looking for... It's boosting creativity, let's boost esteem. How's that doing for my Esplanada? Pushing me ahead a tiny bit. I think the big thing is my population needs to grow sometimes. And that's why I need to... Well, let's unlock some more trade routes and then... yeah, so we've got one more to unlock, and then we can worry about politics once we've got steady income from all of these. Yeah, let's sell... 700 will be too much. How about 650? Yep, that's good. 651. 2. There we go, 660. Sell 660 wood for 700 gold. And use that to unlock my last trade route. So I have passive income from all of these trade routes now. So I just want to keep boosting. I've got enough to try and do this again. External recruitments. Let's corrupt both, please. We are not ever going to close the gates because it stops city growth. We want to boost city growth. Okay, what's going on here? Archivum and Circus Maximus. So is that an actual wonder available now? I think that is. So it's cultural evaluation. Evolution. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, so I have the ability to build a wonder now. I'm gonna hold off on that for a bit because I just want to make sure I'm at the top of production. Yep. Probably another woodcutter down. Production, build me wood cutting camp. Yes, I definitely want to build here. Keep cutting these trees. This one doing? Level 2 doing fine. Yep. Fire, let's squash that as quickly as possible. Alright, culture-wise, which factions have the most power? 14, 40, 36, followers of ISIS 2. They have 2 buildings already though, 24. 38. I just built, Druids of Man, let's do another merchant. So, let's unlock a second merchant building. Proletarian. Keep building in the merchants in this direction is the plan. And leave a corridor here for my, actually I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to do it on this side. But I want to leave a corridor open for my political buildings to come through here, because I've found it's better to kind of keep your different types of buildings grouped together. I don't know if that difference actually matters or if it's just kind of in my head, but... improve that. What will my next improvement? Well, it's locked behind the number of inhabitants. Yes, so that policy did go through. Very happy about that. We're still kind of just behind the curve on satisfaction. So, what do I want to do? I guess I'll just grab another cultural building. Presidium. How about Helia? Like I said, I just want a corridor here for my buildings. So that's boosting esteem. Let's boost creativity. How are we doing food-wise? We're consuming 90, producing 120. Make sure I have full fields. I do. This is my only ruin right now, and it's a duplicate. Closing the gates, we are not going to ever promote that decree. I'm so sorry about that, but it's just not going to happen. It's just such a stupid policy. I don't know why it's even in the game. There is no benefit to it other than to make the faction happy. There is no benefit to stopping your city from growing. This is unusable right now, so... We're still right on the edge for population satisfied. When that gets down to 20 turns, if I haven't met it, we'll see what's next. Let's do a Presidium. Trying to remember which ones I built. I built the Templum and the Ludus Magnus, that's right. Excuse me. I don't know what's acting up on my allergies in here right now. So I'll grab the Presidium as a safety faction, as a safety item. Safety is kind of building in this direction. Kind of crowding in on religion and politics, but religion and politics, there's a combination you never want. But we'll go with it. I want to keep clearing out this forest as much as I can as my city grows up this way. I'm just thinking about where I'm going to put my next city center, because that is something I need to consider. What's this? Hole in the bags, 132 clay is missing. Well, that's no good. Politics, can I do this one yet? Nope, 5 more cycles. Trade-wise, is there anything I can sell that I don't need a lot of? Yeah, let's sell some sand. And some wood. Well, yeah, just sand. But they only have 500 available. Let's sell sand here. And so if I do about 660, I can do more than that, 670. About 700. Not quite. 690? Yeah, perfect. I could maybe do 691. Yep, that is perfect for gold, so let's trade that. Oh, ruins discovered. What is this one? So this is a trade one. This is, its repair cost 21. So hopefully I haven't built it already. Trade faction costs 15, 20. So it's going to be Officina Pecuniaria. So that's actually going to be worth repairing. Even though I haven't cleared the trees out of here yet. And I'm hoping not to build too much around here until I've had a chance to clear the clay. But, yeah, it is what it is. They're mad I didn't pass their closing the gates. I can live with that. Expanding, yes, please take more territory. More territory means more taxes. And I'm absolutely on board with that. Have we met this population? We're 10 short. We are 10 short on our requirement. We'll get there, I think. Let me boost external recruitment again. Alright, I want to think about building walls. I need 21 employees to build that. We'll just let the city keep growing. What was this? Sand? Let's get some. Let's get that tiny bit of stone out of there. And then I want to think about... Yeah, so I just want to keep moving down the coast this way, I think. There is some sand over here. Then building this direction would give me access to clay. I don't know. Do I want to just keep sliding down the coast? Yeah, I think so. So let's get me a proximity building down this direction. All right, quarry. I'm gonna set it. Yeah, I'm gonna set it as far as I can this direction. Another one is empty. Oh no, it's just got a, yeah, it's just not quite there. Alright, so, I am just a few satisfied citizens short of my next goal. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come into here and increase satisfactions. And that should actually hit me, yep, 1210, so I'm over, and that should last 20 turns. So, yep. Let's improve this. Okay, is it the same one? It is the same one. Alright, so demolish that. We don't need it anymore. Improve that. I want a decent number of employees so I can build a decent walled off area. Accept. So we are good on everything, I believe. So I think the next thing I want to consider is building wonders. Let's improve my villa. And I hit all my Esplanade points. Perfect. So I just need to get my satisfactions and my building points up here. And I think building wonders will get me there pretty quickly. So how am I doing on blueprints? I've got 2,000, so Circus Maximus is such a huge one. Sassy di Matera. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Alright, so I need 50 people to build that, plus a decent amount of clay and sand. It's just the clay. Boom, okay, so I've got my family heritage. I could change the age, but I don't want to because I haven't hit all my points yet. Panem at circuses is a decree they want me to promote. Yeah, so what's it do? Increase health satisfaction. I have no issue there. Hang on, let's corrupt. Beautiful. Alright. That should pass, no problems. They want to expand. Yes, I'll allow them. So I need 50 employees. And 675 clay, I'm nearly there. Beautiful. Alright, so where do I want this? Do I want to put it on the other side of the river here? Yeah, somewhere in here. So I don't need to build it outside my buildable range. I can build it kind of anywhere I want. This is a political building. It does need to be touching the zone. What about over here? Yep. Yeah, I like that. Even though I won't be doing much with these districts over here, I do like having it right on the crossroads here. Yeah, that's a solid choice. Alright, so that should have boosted all my satisfactions as well as my building points, because wonders give it to you when you first put them in, not when they're, not when you're first, not when they're completed, which is good, because it means you can get that stuff. You can start them and get the points towards your next age. I'm going to build a proximity building. How many do I have left? 2 more? Okay, yeah, so what I want to do is build a proximity building here. No, I'll wait. I kind of want to wait for the wonder to build. Before I do that, let's look at what just expired. Yep. Demolish that. And then let's build me a new cut-in camp. Without, yep, I'll just push it out. How am I doing on food? Making 132 per turn, 103 using, so yeah, I think we're fine. I want to build a proximity building here, but I can build it once this is done too. And the reason I want to do that is I want to get more clay production going. Right, so I just want to see how I'm doing. I'm well ahead of the curve. Another wonder should take me pretty far. I'm just waiting for the blueprints for it. I don't think there's any possible way to build all of the wonders you need. We are not going to close the gates. Sorry, man. I hate that you guys keep asking for that, but nothing much I can do about it. Out of curiosity, did expanding my... No, it didn't give me access to any more levels. That's fine. I thought maybe going to level 5 gave me access to more higher level production build. But I want access to this area so I can build sand and clay miners over here, because if you look at my quarries, there's clay, there's sand. Yeah, so I want access to this point. I'm kind of waiting for this to be done, though, to build the proximity building off of that. You can expand, please do. Yep, I'm not going to do that. Do I have access to external recruitments again? Corrupt. Keep growing. Got another festival going on. Combine that with external recruitments. All right, what else ran out of resources? Another cut-in camp. That is perfectly acceptable. I'm gonna set it right in here. They're mad that I didn't do closing the gates. Can't help you there. Improvement. This is nearly, I mean, it's getting there. Lots of carnivals going on. I'm glad. Level 2 cut-in camp, we're good. So I just kind of want to keep clearing out this way so my city can keep growing. I think I'm going to build my medieval town center down in this area, even though that's going to use up a decent amount of my forest. New... what's this one? So it cost me 21. $15, $20, $21. Didn't I already have that somewhere? Officina. Yep, right there. Officina Pecuniaria. I did. Yep, so I already have that one, so... where's that? Where is it at? Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it for... I'm gonna keep it for archaeological research. Yeah, so I think my new town center I'll put down this direction. Or out this way. I could move my farm and put it in here. Yes, you can expand, please do. Quality control, we can probably do that. All right. How are we doing? Behind on building points and on satisfaction. So, oh, I have enough to unlock my next wonder. Trajan Forum or Cessa de Matera. I'm gonna let this finish. And then we'll actually use it to expand over here. Maybe. Or out this way. Yeah, we'll stick it in here. Or why not right in here? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it right in there. Alright, boom. So that should be a big boost to population satisfied. It is. Alright, so how am I doing on building points? I'm one short, but I'm gonna need to build a couple of them anyways, so I'm looking for proximity building. Ooh, I thought I would be able to stick it here. I guess I'm gonna need to... Yeah. I'm gonna need to build off of this, I guess. But expand the radius as quickly as possible. Got another carnival going on, that's always good. Gonna improve this. Alright, yeah, so now I can build sand and clay quarries over here. So, got a clay quarry in. And get a sand quarry in. And so that gives me a decent amount of sand and clay. So that'll give me 3 quarries of sand, each of sand and clay. Keep that coming in, because I think I am going to want to build more tile and brick production. Alright, now that that's taken care of, let's get some more cultural buildings in. So what do I need? I need followers of Isis. Oh, let's do another religious building if I have one available. Yeah, let's do the Atrium Vesta. Gonna keep building in this direction. Alright, so boosting belonging and creativity. I don't think I'm gonna get another wonder in before the end of the age. Yes, you can expand, please do. Please keep those carnivals coming. Alright, have these both been level 2? Level 2, just to make sure, let me check in on my reserves. Everything's at level 2. Yeah. I think we're doing fine. Promote the decree public courses. I think we can do that. Creativity satisfaction. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. Put the hoplites on board. All right. Accepted. You can expand. Please do. I think we'll see some districts out here. That's fine. I never actually built my walls. That's a little too far. There we go. That should be good. 71 turns. Population satisfied. What do I need? 2,000? I need about 100 more people satisfied. Growth will help with that. External recruitments. Let's get the hoplites on board. Keep the city growing. How am I doing now? Slowly coming up. Once these walls are built, that should help as well, because it decreases their need for certain satisfaction, so they'll be satisfied whether they've met it or not. But just ran out. Yep, demolish that. Just finish harvesting this last bit of stone over here. How am I doing food-wise? We're on the edge. I might be able to make it to the change of the age and upgrade my farm without needing to build a new one. We'll see how that goes. Probably not. Let's check our Esplanade again. We're close. One more cultural building can't hurt. How far out are we? 29, so this isn't even going to finish building before the change of the age. Yeah. Because we only have 25 turns before we roll over. Yeah, so let's definitely... get in. Let's definitely get in. Do I have the Scala? Hopefully this can build in less than 25 turns. I would hope it can. What building is it on over here? Oh, there's a ruin there. Okay. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, let's build over here then. So let's that's boosting creativity and belonging. And see how that goes. Yeah, that will build before the end. And once we get very close, if we haven't met it yet, we're still about 40 behind, so let me finish building that. Boom. All right, so we are over. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, I don't have enough blueprints to get another wonder in. That would have been neat, but not necessary. So I think I've met everything, right? Just to double check, 30, 160, 2,000. So 3,500, 2,000, 160. We've got way more faction power than that. And 30 building points. Yep, so we've met everything. I'll just let it naturally roll over in 7 cycles here. This was so close to the... I should have built that way earlier. All right, towards a new age. All right, so that is on the snow map. It's more challenging. I notice I'm destroying a lot of forest, which I hope isn't going to come back to haunt me later, but just everything in the area is covered in forest. There's a lot of non-forest area. I tried to harvest close to the city as much as I can. Yep, so I've hit all of my goals. Let's check out the end of the threat from Macedonia. When you supported the Greek cities in their defense against the Kingdom of Macedonia, the troops were so galvanized in the battle, so grandiose, that your common enemies still shudder. But now the Hellenic kingdom formed by the Greek cities is dreaming of conquest. We could strengthen our alliances by striking at the target of the Greek cities, Rome. The advantages are numerous, politically, commercially, and militarily. But on the other hand, who could stop the Greek rulers if not you? The world could well change drastically depending on your involvement. Choose to condemn Rome, choose to stop the Hellenic kingdom's madness. This gives me a decent amount of resources. This gives me 300, and each one unlocks a trade route. I'm going to interrupt. All right, so there we go. I hit all my goals. I was a little close on the population satisfied front. That's okay. All right, future of my buildings. So I want to preserve a prayer. I want to preserve an education. Then let's just go through. Yeah, education, politics, arena, another prayer. What do I need? Trade? Yeah, let's do a trade. Okay, so I've preserved basically everything. I've preserved except for one of each of these. I've preserved everything. Yep. So I've got 4 buildings I'll need to repair. So let's continue. All right, Destiny. Purchasing of wonders costs 50% less blueprints. Production of blueprints is increased by 10% for each ruin in town, or double the know-how active slots. I don't think I'm going to do know-how quite yet. I'm going to do production of blueprints is increased by 10%. I think is my next one. Okay, Middle Ages. Castle Shadowfax. So, yeah, do I want to come down this way? Make this my new center? Or out this way? There's a lot of wood over here and it's more dense, so I think down here is a good idea. Yep, so there's my medieval town center. I'll try to keep harvesting wood down this direction as much as possible. Yep. Oh, we're already 10 turns into it, so let's repair. 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 that all I have to repair? Isn't there anything else? Nope, I guess not. Oh, right there. It's hiding. Repair. Alright, so there's my buildings repaired. Then we can worry about evolving them. So that is the first stage of Memoriapolis on the new snow map. I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoy my content, I've got lots of other content on the channel. I've got a lot of Manor Lords content. For other city builders, I'm also currently playing through Anno 1800 for the first time. I've never played an Anno game before. And I'm also playing through Assassin's Creed, the very first one. If you're interested in seeing the Assassin's Creed series from the very beginning, that's on my channel. I'm doing a playthrough of Disco Elysium because I love mystery games. So thank you very much for watching this. In the meantime, if you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.